Hey guys, welcome to week 18 of my pregnancy. This this has been a good week. It's Mother's Day, so today's a great day. We've just been kind of hanging out all day and enjoying some nice weather. We're in Pennsylvania right now, and it's like 55 degrees. Yesterday it snowed and it was freezing all day, so this is like stellar weather for us. Yeah, it's been a pretty eventful week, I would say, especially as far as quarantine weeks go. We went earlier this week. We drove an hour and a half to go get an antibody test. And we did that because my husband was so sure that he had it and he'd been exposed to it. And I was like on the fence as to whether I may have had it or not, coronavirus. And you may remember that I did get a little bit sick like some weeks ago, a couple months ago even. So there was a chance, we were optimistic that maybe we had the antibody and that we were past the worst of it, and that, optimistically we would have immunity. And as far as things stand right now, people don't even know if that's the case, if you do have immunity, if you have the antibody, or for how long it lasts. But nobody is getting reinfected so far. So anyway, long story short, we drove there to get the test. It was super easy. They drew a vial of blood, and the results would be ready in 3 to 5 days. So we started checking on the third day, and Josh got his right away, and they were negative. And we were super surprised by that, because not that he was sick, but he was definitely exposed to a lot of people that had it. So mine didn't come for a few hours after that. And I got tested a little bit, not long after him, but I guess that's just how these things go. There's a lot of testing going on. So, and I am positive. I'm positive for the antibody. So it seems I had coronavirus whilst pregnant. So that was, it was a loaded day, because while I was a little relieved and excited to have some protection from the thing, I was also like, oh my God, I had this thing while I'm pregnant. And that was like just a little disconcerting, like, not like I feel like it was my fault and I didn't protect myself. I mean, although, yeah, I was a little reckless when we first heard about this thing. I didn't think it was a big deal. I didn't think it was very serious. I didn't think it was going to affect us. Not that I didn't think it was a serious thing, but I didn't think it was going to be coming to us. So it did. It came. It got us. It got me. And how it didn't get Josh, I don't know. That's kind of, that's kind of crazy, but that's it. So I have the antibody. Josh doesn't. There we go. That's it. We are going back to the city in 5 nights, 5 more sleeps, and I can't wait, because we're going to move into our new apartment. We're going to be back in our world, like with all of our things. And that sounds so superficial to say, that it's not like so much about having our things, but like it is like all the comforts that you've acquired over the years, the lifestyle that you built, that you want to live. We have been separated from that for 8 weeks, for 2 full months. So yeah, so I'm excited to get home to where we are. I think this is a new Airbnb, and they don't even have mixing bowls. So that's a thing, it's like things like that, little things like that. Like, it's not just about, I want my clothes and I want other options of things to wear. And the convenience of my neighborhood or, all the toiletries and stuff like that I didn't bring. It's like, yeah, I really miss not cooking on Teflon pans for every meal. That stuff is not what you want to use for every single meal. So anyway, chilly wind. So, so very excited to be going back. That's good news. The baby is now the size of a cucumber or a disposable camera. That's kind of more of a set size as opposed to a cucumber, which really varies. But it's pretty cool. I'm almost halfway there, and I'm very excited. I'm feeling movement almost every day, and it is subtle. It's not like, it hasn't got to the point where like I am doing something and I'm like, oh, the baby moved and I can feel it. But it's like times that I'm sitting or lying down and my hands are on my belly, and that's what I'm tuning into and I'm thinking of. Although it did happen one time where I was like, whoa, and that was, I think I mentioned it was last week, and it was while I was sleeping. I woke up in the middle of the night, and then when I laid back in bed and I turned over, I like felt like, I guess she like did a somersault is what it felt like. So it's nice to feel that movement. It really is. It's really good to feel that. It makes me feel so much more connected. And because I was pregnant before, they say that you can feel these things a lot sooner, whether it's because you like know the feeling and what to look for, or because the tone of your uterus, something like that. So if you haven't felt it and you're at this point, like, don't worry, it will come and then it won't stop, and you'll be feeling it, and your partner will feel it. And like Josh felt on my tummy today when I was feeling some movement, and he said he felt something. So maybe that was it, and that's pretty cool. But that's a really nice thing to be able to share with your partner, and I can't wait for Jasper to feel it. And then you get to the point where like you can see the baby moving. That's such a trip. So what's been going on this week? We've been doing walks almost every day except for that snowy day. Walks around the neighborhood, just walks around this property, which is not that beautiful, to be honest. Like, I'm very thankful to be here, but when we drove to New Jersey, like I said, it was an hour and a half away. It takes about 20 or 30 minutes before you start to see like a beautiful landscape from here. Like, all the trees are blooming. Like, still we have like nothing's really blooming. It's kind of depressing. It's May. It's like the middle of spring and we're getting snow still. They got snow in the city too, but everything's blooming in the city. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting out of here. And anyway, so we've been taking a lot of walks. That's been nice for my peace of mind. Almost every day I've been doing yoga, and that is great. That's been really good for me because there was a time not long ago when we were at the other cabin where I was really not very motivated, and I felt like, I guess I was putting a lot of pressure on myself to do this like big thing, or what I usually do, or I don't know what it was. And then I was just like, do what you can, just do something. And so every day I've been doing, it takes me about an hour, but it's really not intense. There's like the first 15 minutes is like gets my heart going. It really warms me up. And then it's like 15 minutes and then another 20 minutes, and then that's all standing stuff, and then I'm on the floor, and then it's super easy. Just a lot of stretching and still strengthening like in my arms and legs, which is really important, I think, because I feel like I'm getting really weak, or Jasper's getting really heavy, and he definitely looks like he's been putting on weight. He's like kind of thickening up, and I love it. I just love it. I like it. Just makes me feel like he's really healthy and he's well fed, and he feels really heavy, so that's fun. So yeah, yoga's been good just to stay active, and we have little kettlebells that we brought when we came back from the city, Mine is 18 pounds, and I will this week I only did it once, but I'll like toss that around for 10 or 15 minutes and just like, that makes me feel really good. I actually like have such a burst of energy afterwards, and like I'm in such a great mood. So I think that exercise, while like I don't want to do it every morning, I'm like, okay, it's the hard part's short, and then it's over with, and then you feel really great. Like I feel really great, and I'm in like such a much better mood and so much more patient, and yeah, everybody wins. So moving on, I made some notes because otherwise I just ramble. My skin has been really suffering through this pregnancy or through this stressful period of time. I will say it probably is blah. It probably has a lot to do with pregnancy, because even before things got, I have like a hair, it's like really tickling me. I've just been kind of breaking out, and like then since we've been out of the city and it's been cold and we were making fires every day, my skin's just like super dry, and I only brought like my necessity products, so I didn't bring things to like treat pimples or do extra things like masks. Like I brought one exfoliant that I really like. It's this Goop Glow stuff, and I'll link it. I love this stuff. It makes my skin feel brand new. In fact, I don't have any makeup on right now, but I do have moisturizer on from this morning, from like 7 hours ago, but my skin feels really soft. But I have a lot of like clogged pores. Like I'm like, I need to go for extractions. It's not fun. So skin has been suffering on my face, and I'm also very dry all over my body, so I'm just a dry person, but thought I would share that. What else? So that's pretty much all that I wrote down that's important for me to share, besides the fact that I've been dreaming about like a rainbow sprinkle cake. Oh, that just sounds so good to me, and I don't even remember the last time I ate that. Like I have no idea. Like it was never something that I ate frequently. It wasn't like we did that every, for somebody's birthday or my birthday. It was nothing like that. I'm like a chocolate person. But I've been thinking about it. Like I'll close my eyes and it just comes to me. I'm like, oh, I want to make that. Like how can I make a healthy-ish vegan version of that? I'm sure it's possible. So yeah, that's it. Things are pretty good. Sleeping fine these days. Last night I had a hard time falling back to sleep, and I think it's because I am getting really excited about the move, and I start thinking about that, and my mind just loves to go there and think about it. So I had a hard time falling back to sleep after I woke up to go to the bathroom. You do that like 100 times a night. Things are good. Josh is in there making me dinner. Jasper's playing. He's told me he's building a deck upstairs, so yeah. We have a deck up here, but another one, why not? The more the merrier. So things are good. Everything's fine. I'm feeling really excited. I finally launched this project, so this is available for everyone to see now, and it's, modestly promoted via my Instagram, and that's all. But I want to thank everyone for their positive feedback and the support. A couple of girlfriends that are sort of distant told me that they are pregnant and they're excited to see this, and I'm glad, because that's why I did it. I'm doing this for other pregnant women that are going through this, and this is a crazy time, and we just need to be connected more than ever, and just to not feel so isolated and alone. So I hope that you enjoy, and I'm enjoying doing it, and I hope that you're well, and peace and love to everyone. Happy Mother's Day. Every day should be Mother's Day. All right, guys, I will catch you next week will be 20 weeks. Next week is 19 weeks because I will be 20 weeks next week. So I'll cover week 19 and yeah, we're getting there. Dude, 5 more months. It's pretty crazy. So hope you will. Bye guys.